We got ourselves Seavark on Team Bullet. Whoa. Hey, that's actually not a bad looking mug. I kind of like it. The tabard is kind of fits. It has like the white on the outside, red down the middle. It actually is not that bad looking. Hey, definitely not the worst mug I've ever seen. Then we got ourselves Body Count playing that Night Elf Sub Rogue. No, he is playing sub actually. We got Kazoo in the back playing DH Peachy going up first as a Feral Druid. And we got ourselves Valor versus Team Blue with Blaze. And we got ourselves Fujinuma already popping on cooldowns on the Peachy already. Popping up big damage. You got a Feral on Feral going on here. It's going to be Thorns up for Fuji with a pre-wall. Fuji's already unloading defenses and offenses. Wall coming out for Peachy. Does catch a reset onto Fuji while Thorns are up though. So it's not really that good for him building up the cooldowns. And Peachy's just taking so much damage. Trinket coming up for Fuji right now with a root. He's actually going to trinket that root. I don't know if he really needed to trinket that root. Unless it was like a bash with it together. Going to be another reset for Peachy. Does have safety trinket in order to keep himself afloat for a little bit longer. Got some big captive bleeds into Fuji. And it's going to try to reset. Fuji's going to go for a heal up with all of those bleeds. Peachy does have renewal though. So that's going to give him a little bit of an advantage when it comes to this Feral on Feral duels. They're going to be a leap by Fuji wall for Peachy. And it's going to be a bash onto Peachy. Fuji looking still pretty good, man. It's still looking pretty good. Nice mug, by the way. I kind of dig it. Whoa, that's kind of a cool mug. What is a tabard? What is that? That's like BC or something. It has to be. Peachy, on the other hand, out of defense is completely wall available for Fuji. So Fujinuma should be able to get himself one more defensive. If he plays it right, he might be able to get a lot of value out of it. Peachy is going to get a full bleeds up onto Fuji with a bite and then back out of there for a second. So Fuji has to go for regrows back to back. Peachy is waiting for some cooldowns over and over and over. So Peachy is going to be allowed to catch a full reset and get the opener on this guy. Fuji almost wiping him out. That's going to be opener by Peach. Thorns are off for Fuji. Peach is going to bail out of it for a second, rooting him in the back. Fuji is going to be able to leap up to him. That is a trade that he has for that renewal. He's going to have a bit more mobility. So if he wants to get like a leap as a travel form or leap on top of somebody as a cat or charge somebody as a bear to get a short route, he could do it. He has a bit more mobility as an option, but I think maybe just the raw healing that Peachy brings as a cooldown might be bigger. Fuji does deny the reset for Peach with a bit of a brutal slash. Trick it out of Fuji. And that's going to be wall for Peachy. Feral versus Feral, dude. Fuji and Peachy. I feel like this is the weirdest names for me to commentate on. But that's going to be a re-opener onto Peach. And it's going to get loaded up full of dots. That's going to be a bear charge to run him in place for a second. Then after power shift. And Peachy looking pretty okay. She has a trinket. So I guess it's not the worst situation. And Fuji's still making sure he always has that extra wall available. Every single time. And Peachy's looking for a full reset. Oh my goodness. We're going to be opener onto Fuji. Peachy is going to get himself a short bite. Stun into Peachy and trinkets out of it. He's just going to go into Bear. Thorns not really looking at running. Or not looking at running at first. We're just kind of waiting for some CDs or something. Fujinuma is obviously gonna bail out of. Oh my god, the dot damage on the Peachy is just so massive. Fuji, I thought, oh, I got him the brutal slash there to deny him the opener. Still landed it. Big bite on the Peachy though with a bash. What is this damage on Fujinuma? It looks like Peachy actually just might go down, trying to get a last bite in there, and does land it at the end. Oh my goodness, this guy actually just did it. On his team though, we also got a head rock in here. We got ourselves Ilya, Versace, all this said about Blazer. That's going to be an opener onto Seavark by Fuji though. Who is this guy? Popping off his cooldown is going to be a breath by Seavark into a Ring of Frost. Fuji does not have a way to get out of it. Might be able to go for a leap on top of Seavark. That's going to be Cyclotronic from afar. Does wall this, and he's just sitting there. Greater Pyro is starting to line up on him, looking to maybe just run away. No, going to get a regrowth instead. Got himself a healing over time, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to get hit. I'm just going to make sure I have enough health in order not to die to that thing. And that was some damage already rolling on his Seavark. He's trying to get himself a blink into a Pyroblast. Who just left on Seavark's team? They'll leave, boys. Peachy, you don't got to leave. I want to see the numbers at the end, man. Bash with the Seavark. He does shrink it out of it. Trying to see if he can sizzle the Feral skin. Another wall by Fuji. He's actually put himself up kind of in the open there. That's his last big defense. It does get a bite onto Seavark. That's going to be root. Seawork does not have a way to blink out of that one, so he's going to temporal back some of that health. But the bleeds are there. The bleeds are refreshed with that bite. And Seawork is just going to take a lot of damage. I'm actually surprised Fuji does not have like any kind of those Azerite essences that will do damage to Seawork from afar. But he might have some, maybe like a concentrated flame passive. Oh, he caught an invis. Seawork knows he's there. He's like, I know I left my feral in that ring. I know that I did. There's no way he could have ran out. I think I confused him for a second. He's like, huh? Where'd he go? I know he's there. I was thinking maybe drop a meteor on top of that thing, just so you know where the feral's at. And Fuji is gonna get in, get those bleeds back up and running on the Seawork. It is having to go for a Crucible Flame self-heal. It's having to burn those Crucibles just to maintain his health here. So Fuji is really giving these boys a run for the money. That feral, man. Told you guys ferals can be nutty in duels, man. I don't see ferals in 2s or 3s that often, but they're nutty, man. Look at this guy. Seawork is going to get himself full temporal. Does get interrupted onto Scorch, however. Shortest, smallest amount of heal that he could have ever gotten out of that temporal. That's going to be a breath. Does land. Almost lands a polymer onto Fuji. He does trick in the breath at the end just to pop into feral form. If he landed that polymer, that could have been the end to him. Oh my god, he's not even letting Seawork get any kind of openers like that. Ring of Frost coming out immediately. Does he get a Skull Bash? He does not. Looking to maybe get low enough damage. Seawork does get Cauterize coming out right now. Needs himself a huge shield. Ice Block available very, very soon. He actually got interrupted on Fire Frost, so he couldn't even Ice Block for a little bit. Trying to get the Ring of Frost out. That could have been the end to him just now. And Fuji's standing right in front of him right here. He does get himself a shield. Bash comes in. Can he burn through that shield fast enough? He's building up the comp points. Temporal coming in for Seawork. He looks like he's going to be getting some heals back. And that's going to be a Ring of Frost. Does not quite get Fuji. Does hit him with a Cyclotronic behind the pillow, but I think he ended up lying him far enough. Wow, Seawork is still in the game, man. He's still not out of the game. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. I'm just going to lose this. There's nothing I can do to win. I guess the feral? Man. Does get a breath on him. I think, yeah, the only thing you might be able to do is maybe get a breath into a Ring of Frost on the guy. I feel like if you land a breath into Ring of Frost and then you get a full Greater Pyro, they might be able to have a chance here. But that's just rough, man. That was super rough. Body Count is up next, though, playing that Sub-Rogue Night Elf. He's going to get a Shadow Strike, get a Niblade onto Fuji. He's going to get himself Thorns up and running. Cloak Shadows coming out for Body Count. Does get a Re-Stealth and an Opener onto Body with blood of the enemy. I think Fuji Newman hasn't used Blood of the enemy so far at all. That's going to be a cheap shot by Body Count with a DFA. Trying to see if he can get a lots of damage back into Fuji. Cold Blood coming out, dropping him close to like 60% health. That's going to be a lot of heals for Fuji, though. Bash comes out of the Body Count right after. Doesn't have a trick anymore. Blind coming out to Fuji. If Body Count can get the biggest damage right here, why is it not in bear form? He might be able to do it. First aid coming in for Body. The bleeds do knock it off, though, which is very, very unfortunate. He's going to land a Reset and Concoction. It looks like he's not going to go for damage. He looks like he's just going to go for a full reset here. Check it back up for Fuji Numa anyway. So, since he has a Trinket, he's not going to be able to go for the full stun lock combo. Fuji could just open it on him. Seawork, could we get Zarya in on these? That'd be fucking cool. I know you know him. Cyclotronic Blast coming up for Body Count while Fuji's trying to go for a little bit of sleep. And Fuji's just going to get himself heals. Oh, unlucky there. Shadow Strike Fuji, as long as he's sitting on that bear from, he has such a massive amount of health to deal with Body Count. Those thorns are going to make this harder too. Bash on the body is going to be able to get a full bleeds up and running, so those bleeds could actually just melt Body Count right now. Unless he gets himself self-heal, going to be a advantage for Body Count. Man, he's just having to wait for cooldowns every single time. Could he sap Fuji? Almost got a sap, but that's going to be opener by the feral. No, that's super unlucky. And Fuji Numa takes out Body Count of the Rogue. Valrip is going to be up next as a red paladin. I feel like this is going to be as close to an even matchup as it could be. Valrip getting opened up by on the corner, and Fuji's just going to put up dots on him and just run the hell out. That Chill of Vengeance comes up a little bit early for Valrip. Wants to get it to pop next to Fuji, but not going to happen though. He's already bailed out of there. And the bleeds did get him down eventually. Picking up the eyes a little bit early just so you can see where the Pharaoh's at ahead of time. Fuji got himself a personal rain cloud, just making it rain. It is hot in this weather, man. He's like, yo, this place needs to see some rain. It's too dry out here in the desert. Still, even with the eyes, Valor got opened up on by Fuji. And that's going to be a Hammer of Justice. Oh, he did get a trinket out of Fuji Numa, though. He did get a trinket. He could maybe get a big old one-shot on him. That's going to be a minute long. Wiz coming out, trying to get himself a little bit of damage while coming out from Fuji Numa. That's going to be Bubble from Valor. Oh my god, those bleeds really did destroy him just now. What was that damage with those bleeds? That boy melted. That boy is like an ice cream on a summer afternoon. Are you kidding me? He might be able to have a chance here. Fuji is opening back up, getting all the beats up and running. Valve gonna hit a hand of hindrance on him immediately. Thorns are up a little bit early. Valve gonna get a hand of freedom and just kind of trying to wait. He's trying to build resources for a bit, man. He needs to get a full burst. He might have a chance to one-shot him. Fuji just leaping right on top of the guy, continue to damage. Bash, Valve is gonna go for the blessing of protection. And that's gonna be more heals of light, more flashlights. Valve needs to build resources, man. You have full set of wings. You have a minute-long wings coming out. Fuji doesn't have a trinket. All Fuji can do is maybe pre-wall some of this. One wall is up, second wall is on its way. Valor needs to go now. He's going to get a Hodge. He's going to go for big cooldowns. Can he get a big old one-shot onto Fujinuma? Trying to get those Tempest Verdicts in and dropping him down to half his health, but a wall is going to stop the burst. And Valor is kind of just got the open with wings up and running. Trying to see if he can kite Fujinuma a little bit. That's going to be another big bite. Shield Defense coming in. Fujinuma actually might be in a bad spot. If that shield pops next to him, safety trinket procket for him. He's going to be alive with that safety trinket. That thing is going to dissipate. Thorns are up and Valor does not want to hit Fujinuma anymore. He really shouldn't. You're going to hurt yourself. No, he actually did get him though. Oh my god, he actually did get him! What? It looks like Ilya is up next. I think Blazer was supposed to go first, but Ilya ended up going first next versus Kazoo instead. So I guess he's going to be going first. Ilya ice blocking the burst immediately. Kazoo got himself some damage rolling onto Ilya with a concentrated flame, and that's going to be a little bit... Oh, a shadow meld actually while he's rooted. And into an imprison onto Ilya. They do trinket out of this. I don't know if Ilya was it prepared? I don't know what's going on. Ilya, you're gonna die. Ilya, I think you bolt interrupted. Cannot ice block again. Unlucky. And a Blazer gonna get beamed up by Kazoo, landing a Hodge on him. Kazoo's gonna trick it out of it. Get his full Cyclotron, go to Blazer. Oh my god! Where did Blazer's health go? Give his health back. Kazoo! Let Blazer have his health back. Let him have his health back. Metamorphosis on top of Blazer is going to force a bubble out of this Paladin. Shield of Vengeance got burnt through so easily. 47% dampening, not helping any. And Kazoo looks like he's backing up a little bit too early. Blazer's just trying to see if he can kite him around. Get himself a flash of light against Kazoo. That's about all he can do, because they're trying to see if he can get over to him. Just continues flipping forward, back and forth. Is going to fell rush on top of him. Tricky coming out of Blazer with a hand of freedom and a hand of hindrance onto, because no, actually, no, didn't get a hand of hindrance. That's going to be another short stun. Does he have enough damage to end Blazer? Blazer might just put up a defensive here. Is going to go for maybe wings. It's going to go for wings. Full damage onto Kazoo. Doesn't have any self heal, however. And it's about directly in a blade dance, and he does. Kazoo just slaying the guy. Who's up next? Is it going to be Held Rock? Held Rock the Survival Hunter? Alrighty. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go. Cool Mog, by the way. I like it. I like it. Alright, Kazoo. He's got himself some food going, man. Held Rock is like, alright, you gotta head and eat, boy. You gotta head and eat, boy. You gotta need that food. Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness, Kazoo is already getting an opener onto Held Rock. That's going to be a paired stun. Held Rock is looking to get that range damage with the aspect of the Eagle, getting the smallest bites from afar, trying to continue to sprint, to continue running, trying to get as much damage back to back, but it's going to be short imprisoned by Kazoo, who's dropping down in health little by little. He needs to get himself an I-beam in order to get the blade dance rocking, in order to get the demonic rolling. Actually looking up to fly up in the air. Held Rock is actually in quite a good position, going to get a turtle shell, might even drop down. Oh, he's swapping the damage to the pet. Actually could drop down a trapper on top of Kazoo. Does drop a freezing trap. I think he might see it. It's going to be I-beam for Kazoo. If he can get some damage rolling off of him and the pet, both, he might be able to get himself some heal stone onto a Held Rock. Try to get him away. No, he goes down. Whatever concentrated flame you had probably should have done for self-healing. Kazoo, Fuji almost went for a 1v5, dude. You're kidding me. Almost a big old 1v5. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy, dude.